Fabulous Zed Watson is another Silver Birch Fiction Award nominee, and it's written by two authors, Basil Sylvester and their dad, Kevin Sylvester. So they wrote the book together, and it is a realistic fiction. So the characters are all sort of believable, and it's a road trip book. So you know when you're getting into a road trip book that the characters, the main characters, are going to take you on a journey, and that you're going to encounter lots of different settings and lots of different characters as the story goes on. So that's something to be excited about. Uh, it's described as a literary scavenger hunt of a lifetime, starring an endless, endearing, non binary tween. So Zed is a gender non binary character. And I'll read just a snippet of how they introduce themselves. But first, I'm just going to read the front cover to you because it's a great description and give you a sense of the book. Zed Watson, Zed Watson loves a few things: their name, which they chose themselves, their big rambunctious family, and oh yeah, monsters. Not so long ago, Zed discovered a mystery surrounding an unpublished novel called The Monster Castle, and they were completely hooked. Now Zed is a member of a small, dedicated legion devoted to finding the long buried text. When a breakthrough discovery leads Zed to the route that they are sure will take them to the treasure, they know it's time for a road trip. And with the help of their neighbor Gabe, a shy flora lover, and his older sister Sam, a geologist driving back to college in Arizona, Zed and company are soon off on a wild adventure following cryptic clues. But it's not all fun and games. Gabe doesn't like Zed's snacks. Sam is a domineering driver, and Zed is often misgendered. It's a good thing that they also encounter potato themed dance offs, kind strangers, and lots of ice cream along the way. If Zed and Gabe can combine their strengths, survive Sam's wrath, and the greedy historian who's also hot on the books trail, and best the greedy historian who's also on the books trail, they just might find the greatest treasure of all. So not only are they on a quest, they're competing against another person who's trying to find this text. This book has really nice illustrations throughout it, which is something that Kevin Sylvester is known for. So I'm not sure if it's Kevin Sylvester or Basil who's done the illustrations on this one, but they are throughout the book. And here's a picture of the main character, Zed. And I'm just going to read part of the first chapter of how Zed introduces themselves. The first chapter is called From A to Z. The librarian handed me back my card. Zed, what an interesting name. Thanks, I said. I chose it myself. I lifted my hands to my chin and grinned like I was posing for a picture. She laughed and I knew that she was cool. You see, I wasn't born with the name Zed. My pronouns are they, them. And that's an issue for some people, but not for Jan. That's what the librarian's name tag read. Clearly not a problem. One more reason to love your local library. The computers are over there, Jan said. I bowed and gave my best cheesy smile and pocketed the card, turned around, and then I froze. Someone was sitting at the computer, my computer. It was summer, and I'm only allowed time on the family computer for homework. No school, no homework, no computer. Also, no smartphone. Mom and Dad have a strict rule. No screens until you're 16. But of course, the library has computers, which is why I was there. I looked up at the clock. Computer time was assigned in 30-minute chunks, and the clock read 3:01. And some kid was still sitting there typing away. I marched up behind them, that time thief, and I coughed. Him! No movement. I coughed louder. Him! Nothing. I growled and tapped the kid on the shoulder. Finally, he turned around, and I think he was looking at me, but it was hard to tell with all of that hair covering his eyes. I pointed to the clock, tapping my foot impatiently. His mop of hair was also hiding a set of headphones, which he pushed off his ears. I caught only a quick snippet before he muted whatever it was he was listening to. It sounded like a cat being tortured, or maybe a long, loud Bride of Frankenstein. Ah! That's the kid. So that gives you a bit of a sense of the main character and the narrator, Zed, and this book, The Fabulous Zed Watson. I can't wait to hear more about it from you. I've enjoyed it so far. And don't forget that there are 9 other books in this reading contest, and we have until May to read at least 5 of them, but maybe all 10.